you have to be safe. Oh well. It's the Sherry Show.
What color should I dye my hair?
Hey, Amy.
I could color my hair. This color in my shirt, green. Think about it, green. That'd be very green.
Hey, Glenn. Hey. Amy says
thought about
purple.
I was telling him purple. I'll tell you what. I used to be shades of red and purple and brown were the colors that worked for me, and now I'm blues and greens and grays for whatever reason.
For whatever reason. Hold on, I'm gonna grab your phone. I know what to do. Listen to it.
Hey. He's grabbing something.
Your phone.
He got my phone for some reason.
So we can read chat, and we can
Oh,
put
because
this
the chat is itty bitty.
way far away.
Chat is itty bitty.
Even further away.
So, the dog trainer came and visited with us today and said,
Everything is normal. Everything is good.
is normal, everything is good, but she's going to get worse. She's going to get way worse. She's going to get terrible. She said you're going to just feel like it was the worst mistake ever adopting a dog. And then when you can't stand it anymore, she'll get better.
All right, Bonnie, let me get you something to chew on.
We've both of us have had our moments where we thought, what were we thinking? Why'd we get a young puppy? Because really, we were so used to having a senior dog. And a young puppy is very different. It just had been a long time since either of us had a puppy in our lives. And John never had a young puppy in his life. But I don't remember it being, I don't remember it being this terrible. I had a young beagle when I was a kid, and I don't remember him ever nipping at anybody. And she just uses us, me particularly, as a chew toy. Here.
It's a kitty donut.
I've got the wounds to show it. But she doesn't do it because she's like mean or something. She gets frustrated. She gets like a toddler, and she'll either be overstimulated or overtired, or she's hungry, or she's whatever, and she can't communicate it. And so the way that she tries to communicate it, where a baby would cry, her means of communication is chew on mama. Which isn't awesome.
I agree, Shell. Puppies are a lot of work.
Puppies are a lot of work.
A lot more work than kittens.
Oh man, kittens are easy. Anyone considering getting a puppy, get a kitten. Kittens are easy. Just make sure that their box is clean.
Hey, Barbara.
You're good. Hey. She's she's growing very fast.
A lot of love too, says Shell.
A lot of love. A lot of love. But both of us had our moments where we thought, what were we thinking? What were we thinking? But she'll get better.
Hey, Andrew C., good to see you, man.
Took a long time for Cricket to get to the point where she was like, everything was autopilot and you could trust her and stuff. And we'll get there, right? We'll get there. but I'm thinking of color in my hair because I'm feeling particularly old. Probably because she's just tiring me out. But not like a normal color, like green or blue or teal or something crazy.
Oh, that's a little bitey.
You know, that would be a good color. Either mint green or like a aqua. That could be good. Trying to imagine it. That could work.
Hey, Julie.
Or there's just, well, I should just leave it the heck alone. I'll tell you, I've noticed the last couple of nights, I was drying my hair and I noticed a whole lot of hair coming out. I don't know if it's stress or just oldness, but it's going to start thinning out. My mom has had super thin hair since, I remember when she was 30 years old, she was wearing a wig because her hair was so thin. But, oh well.
Just the way of the world, darling.
Yeah.
We're just hanging out.
Give me a June night, the moonlight, and you in your arms with all your charms beneath the stars. We'll make love, I'll hold you and fold you. Our dreams will come true.
Tell you in a minute, Mark.
The June night, the moonlight, and you.
Mark wants to know if it's getting cold here yet.
No. I'll tell you what. We had the last couple of days were chilly. Today was we hit like 82 or something. And like Wednesday, it's going to be like 90. But we're still blessed with no humidity, so it's okay. But I can't put shorts on. I have to wear jeans because Banacuda here, it just wants to eat your legs
The
off.
Amy Army is in the house.
Hey.
And
We gotta-
ABH wants to know, when was the last time you rode your bicycle, Sherry?
My cousin was here visiting like Monday, right?
Monday.
And my cousin and our daughter Rena went walking around the block, and because my hip can't make it around the block with these hills, I kind of scooted on my bike around the block, and that's it. The last time I actually rode my bike, I did live stream it. If I was live streaming it, that was my last real ride. And I would have been streaming while my cousin was here, but she was kind of camera shy. So you can't just like tell people, well, we're on the camera. That's
Mark
not.
says that it's been in the 80s and 70s where he's at.
Yeah, but you got humidity. We don't. We really don't. We really, really can't ever complain about the humidity at all.
There goes puppy dog.
Yeah, her puppy coat is shedding.
And I am plucking it out.
Yes.
Oh, Bonnie hears puppies.
Yeah, there's puppies. I hear them. But she's wonderful as long as you're keeping her busy. She will work hard for Cheerios, and oh my gosh. Today she discovered the wonderful world of cheese. She will do anything for cheese.
Colby Jack, right?
Colby Jack. We got sticks of cheese, you know, the Colby, it's whatever, it's half white, half orange, marbly looking stuff. And we give her, we cut that stick into quarters lengthwise and then pinch, 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 pinch. So the one stick that's intended to be one kid's lunchbox serving is
That was painful.
like 80 puppy servings.
Oh, that was painful.
She bit you good?
Yeah, on my thumb.
She bit him good on his
The famous
thumb.
thumb.
Yeah, she's got spots. She hits me. This thing here, she hits me in the same spot over and over again. She's got like spots that she really likes to revisit, to bite you. But it's not that she's trying to be nasty. She's just.
All right, Amy, enjoy Pocatello on October 10th. Should be nice.
Hey,
It's about 4 hours away from us.
our daughter's actual place of employment is in Poca, but she works in Boise.
Julie
And
says my dog goes
remotely.
ape over cheese.
Cheese is good stuff, according to dogs. Cheese is good stuff. Right, Bonnie? Cheese is awesome. But the trainer did come and visit and said she was doing great and plan on her getting a lot worse. She's gonna get a lot worse. And the only way out is through. So we gotta just keep doing what we're doing.
By the time she's 18 months, she'll be great.
She'll be great. She said you'll love her when she's 18 months. Well, she's 11 weeks now.
Just has another 13 months to go. Actually more
Well,
than
I
that.
was reading articles today, and it was people who were like, it was like everybody, just about everybody at some point after getting a young puppy regrets it and is thinking, I'm sending it back. I'm taking it to the pound. I can't do this. I can't take it anymore. I'm sleep deprived. My house is a disaster. I'm getting chewed on. I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this. And reading that made me feel a lot better. We're not the only ones thinking, what did we do? But she is staying. We decided before she came here, we knew if we got a puppy, it was a lifelong commitment for the life of that furry person. They were staying with us.
And I made her a promise when I picked her up, so
That's the promise. That's the deal that you make.
you gotta commit.
To their last breath, they're safe with you. That's the deal, right? You don't just disown your kids. You can't just disown your puppy. You can't.
My dog loves, whoa, green beans and carrots. Must be green
Green beans?
beans, Shell.
Really? I've heard of people whose dogs love carrots. Cricket, she'd see us eating those baby carrots, and she wanted to participate in what we were doing. And so you give her one, and she'd eat it like she didn't want her gums and lips to touch it. Ooh, but she was gonna eat it because everyone else was eating it. So she'd chew in a while and then spit it out. But if you didn't give her one, her feelings were hurt so bad. Even though we all knew she was not going to be happy eating it. But you had to have it. Wasn't it?
Absolutely.
Every time. Every time. And when we had our cat, before we had Cricket, we had a cat. And she liked to have a carrot also because everybody was having a carrot. So she'd have a carrot and she wouldn't eat it at all. But she'd lay down and roll on it like, oh, I have a carrot. I have a carrot. And it was a big deal.
Glenn saw a fire truck go by, and Carrie's been hearing sirens all day. Shell says they have to be cooked carrots.
Ah,
Well, I know some people freeze carrots. Must be
Yes.
cooked carrots for their dogs. But I've also read it can cause some puppy indigestion if you give them too much.
well, if they're constipated or they've eaten something you need to move, carrots or pumpkin, clear the pipes. We had the pharmacy we usually go to was robbed today. There was an armed robbery. They didn't actually see the gun, but the guy said he had a gun and said, I want the drugs that are kept under lock and key. He said, I want them. He wanted the heavy narcotics. He didn't get them. And like every cop in town descended upon the pharmacy, and he jumped over the wall into the neighborhood behind the place, hopped into his getaway car and went. Which is kind of scary. There's a grade school right there too. Our son used to go to that grade school.
Yeah.
What's the world coming to, huh?
Not sure. Spend so much time with a puppy now, I don't know what's happening in the world. I think it's better that way.
I forgot my letter H. Though the
Good night,
day
Carrie.
is long, twilight sings a song of the happiness that used to be. Soon my eyes will close, then I'll find repose, and in dreams you're always there to see you in my dreams. Hold you in my dreams. Someone took you out of my arms. Still I'll feel the thrill of your charms. Lips that once were mine. Tender eyes that shine. They will light my way tonight. I'll see you in my dreams.
Paula says, that's right, Sherry and John, my little adorable terrorist was trying at times.
It's tough when they're puppies. I think it's,
It's better now.
if you can substitute a kitten instead, that's easier. If you can, although kittens are gonna yak on your carpet for the rest of their lives. Or if you can get an older puppy or an adult dog is definitely easier. But you never know, because it's really tough having a young puppy, and you don't know the person who had the young puppy and gave up on it, you don't know what happened. And that's a little bit scary, because they can remember stuff, and then you get a puppy with
She's got
problems.
a
You have to unlearn
donut
them.
stuck in her mouth.
My niece had a boyfriend who had a pit bull puppy, and he was really viciously mean to this pit bull puppy. And that's scary, because a pit bull, they're really a sweet dog, but if somebody treats them wrong, they could be a dangerous creature. And this puppy had been very mistreated by this really, I could say some choice words, I'm just gonna say jerk. And somebody had something to contend with, you know, that's scary. That's actually probably a dog that needed to be put down. And that was just because of this jerk. So they really are. I actually really like pit bulls, but that situation would be scary. Right, Bonnie? You never know. But they're really, it's like, you have to remember all the time, this is a baby. This is happening. You know, if she's being crazy out of control, you have to run through the baby checklist. Is the baby crying because they're hungry? They need to be burped? They need a new diaper? They just want to get loved? You know, you run the checklist, right? And it's the same deal with the little puppy, but instead of listening to crying, you're getting chewed on while you're trying to figure out, does she need to go outside? Is she hungry? What's the problem here?
She just want to nibble on somebody's shirt.
She just wanted, man, we've all got holes in our clothes and in our skin.
Okay, I need a new wardrobe anyway.
Yeah.
Sherry's been telling me for a decade. I dress like it's 2006.
Yeah, but it was a good year for you.
It's the last time I bought clothes, 2006.
I love this shirt on you. This is like your perfect color.
Yeah.
If I could find that color.
Circa
for you.
2009.
Oh yeah, she's daddy's girl. No doubt, she's daddy's girl.
I don't know about that.
No, I would tell you the truth. She loves Mac. Oh my goodness. She loves Mac so much. If you were to tell her to pick one of us and that was her person forever, it would be Mac. She loves him. She loves him so much she just wants to eat him up. She loves him. And he loves her back, but he gets really overwhelmed because he doesn't know what to do with this puppy that's trying to eat him. But she goes crazy. She just goes bonkers. He walks in the door and she's crazy. Oh, Mac, Mac, Mac. Oh, Mac. She gets so happy to see him.
So Barbara, she definitely seems to be John's dog. Well, I've spent the most clock time with her.
He's up with her all night.
Well, and since we got her,
Every couple of hours,
I
she says
took a
she
week
has
off
to
of
go
work.
to bed.
So it's just
Yeah.
been,
Well, it wasn't one continuous. There was a break in
Yeah.
between, and yeah.
but I spend the most time with her. But that's going to change over time. Sherry will have spent for
I'll
many
have
more
spent
hours.
but
And she'll become Sherry's dog. But right now,
I don't think
she's kind
so.
of my dog.
She's Max. But she loves Daddy because he gets up with her in the night. Don't pull the hair out of her ears. We need that. We need that hair. Don't take that. Her ears have to get glued in another week or so, right?
October 11th.
October 11th. Need that hair there. But she's getting bigger and bigger. Hey, hi.
Hey, Alicia. She finally settled.
Yeah.
Just settled
Well,
down.
she took a nap on my lap. She was an hour and a half. She was asleep on my lap. And she kept migrating up, and she ended up on my shoulder like a baby. I was thinking, boy, I hope she doesn't wake up and take a chunk out of my face.
So,
Wow, I hope it's nothing bad, Glenn.
the unexpected twist in your life. If you told us 2 months ago we'd be sitting here with the Wire Fox Terrier, we would,
No.
no way,
3 months ago, I'd have told you were out of your mind.
right?
Yeah, never. We still both miss cricket, really, big time.
We've had Bonnie now for 2 weeks, plus 2 days, right?
Yeah, it seems so much longer. But she's getting bigger, and she knows us.
Julie says she's growing fast.
She's grown really fast. She really is. Every time she falls asleep, I swear, maybe 3 or 4 days ago, overnight she grew like that much. I'm not kidding. She really did. I mean, you could visibly. We had to move her. She had a little crate, and we had to move her to a bigger crate because she couldn't stretch out anymore. And it happened overnight. It literally happened overnight. All her nice white fur is getting all dirty from playing outside so much.
She gets to play outside so much more now that we've
Now that
mended
the
the fence.
yeah, he fixed the fence so that she can't get out so easily. Hey, Donna.
Puppy.
Wow, that's a lot of puppy. Yeah, because a pit bull really, you hear the horror stories. That is the one in a zillion that is the horror story, is the truth. But it can happen, and if you don't know the history, wow, what kind of plane is that? There's a jetliner that's completely black.
It's not. It's just the shadows casting.
Oh.
That's going to be probably a FedEx or United flight.
FedEx has a big old red tail or something on it.
We're on the shadow side. You can't tell.
Must be United. I don't know.
You can ask Siri.
It's Alaska.
Ask Siri.
It's Alaska.
Oh, it's Alaska. I
No,
don't think
that
so.
messes up the
That's too
messes
big
up
for
the live
Alaska.
stream.
No, it
They
doesn't.
Really? Hey Siri, what planes are overhead?
Okay, I found this on the web for what
That's
planes
not
are
useful.
overhead. Check it out.
That's not useful. They changed that app now.
Yeah, remember we're live streaming on my phone, not yours.
True. That's why I decided to go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't know the history of that pit bull, it could be. I used to live in a very rough town. I lived in Joliet, Illinois, where the folks from the south side of Chicago are scared to come to. And I lived in the worst neighborhood in Joliet, Illinois. And there were gangbangers around me that had pit bulls that they kept chained with these really thick, heavy chains so they'd build up their neck muscles. They could fight them. Well, if you got one of those dogs that had been abused and stuff, and they do stuff like feed them gunpowder and stuff. If you got one of those dogs from a rescue, oh, I'd be terrified. The truth is, when they get one of those dogs, they really probably should put it down for the sake of the dog and anybody that might be unfortunate enough to adopt it. So that's That's a bad thing waiting to happen.
Hey, Nelson.
I still like Chomper too.
Oh, this
I
is
do
Chomper.
like
This is now Chomper.
She's Chomper now.
We now have a real
Watch.
Chomper.
Which tooth do I have to touch to get bit? I'll show you. Any one of them. Any one of them. I just have to get within 10 inches of any one of them teeth and I will get bit. But not because she's mean. I don't think she realizes that it's actually hurting us, for one thing.
Hey, Timbo.
Hey. You gotta read, because I can't read, Johnny.
Little fuzzy Chomper, says Mark. Got a present coming Thursday, Nelson? Awesome. Oh, I think Holly's here.
Hey.
I think we have to change change my official measurement system from how many cats, the size of the box is determined by the number of cats you can fit in it. The size of the box is determined by the number of Bonnies you can fit in it.
No, because it's a changing scale. She's growing.
No matter what size she is, she will always fit in the same size box. When she's full grown, I guarantee you, she will still fit inside her travel
She ran in
carrier.
earlier today. She ran into her little travel carrier, and she didn't want to come out. She's like, "Oh, I like it in here."
Oh, the soft-sided one?
Yeah, she was in there. She does not fit in it.
She loves that thing.
She does not fit in it. When she
It's
was the size of a
cozy, it's
loaf of
comfy.
bread, she was smaller than a loaf of bread when we got her, and she fit in there no problem. It was spacious, and now she's 1.5 loaves of bread. And she doesn't fit in that thing, but she still thinks it's
does.
awesome.
It's still
She
one
can't
size
stand
Bonnie
up.
box.
She can't stand
That's
up.
not
in it.
required.
She can't stand up in it. That's cruel.
It's not how many Bonnies can stand up in the box.
You
It's
don't jam
how
a
many
dog into a
Bonnies-
box they don't fit in.
You don't have to jam a Bonnie in a box.
Oh
She goes in the
my
box on her own.
gosh. Oh my gosh.
She stuffs herself in the box.
I got this toy. It's called an eye dig. She likes to dig. She's a digging girl. And I wanted to find something so that she could have a spot where it was okay to dig instead of us just saying, don't dig, don't dig, don't dig, don't dig. So this eye dig thing, it shows up. Amazon drops it off. And just opening up the box, taking it out of the box, she knew she loved this thing. She's like, this is the best thing ever. She was so excited about it. Instantly. Right?
Yep, instantly.
Oh. I have mixed feelings about the toy, but she thinks it's the best thing ever. It's called an eye dig. It was expensive. And if it didn't work, I was going to send it back. But we're kind of desperate because she's digging. She's digging in the rocks, sharp rocks. She's digging in the yard, our little tiny yard. We don't have room for holes. She's trying to dig up rugs. I mean, she wants to dig. She wants to dig. So this is trying to save her feet, save the yard, save the carpet. And I think it's doing that. And I hope she contains it to that. But she really, instantly, it was halfway out of the box and she went crazy. She instantly knew that she loved this thing.
Yeah, but then she proceeded to go into the box.
Then she went into the empty box and she's like, empty box! Like a kid.
Like a cat.
Yeah.
That's why. How many Bonnies? It's a 1 Bonnie box. It's a 4 Bonnie box.
I want you to know, I have had a game set up in the coin pusher for at least a week. Probably like 8 days, 9 days it's been set up. And there's just not a way. Because by the time that she falls asleep, we're tired. We're so tired. You guys, we're so tired. Oh my gosh.
What, me tired?
He's not sleeping at all because she's up. She's up midnight, 2, 4, 6. You know, I mean, she's just every 2 hours. He's so sleep deprived, and then he's working all day.
It's all good.
Did I get the laundry out of the dryer today? Did I get the
She's all
laundry out of
puppy,
the
says
dryer
Julie.
today?
She is.
I don't know if I got the laundry out of the dryer today. I'm pretty sure I got it out of the washing machine. Out.
I pulled
think
about
so.
3 cups of hair off of her sitting here.
It's everywhere. It does not hurt her to do it.
Hey, Debbie Lowe. Good
Okay.
evening.
Bye, Paula.
Good night, Paula. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah. Look how sweet she is when she's sleeping. Isn't she adorable when she's sleeping? When she's awake, about 1/3 of the time she's adorable. 2/3 of the time it's like, why?
Timbo says you're a growing baby.
She's a growing baby. Getting bigger all the time. I bet she's 6 pounds now. I'll bet you she's 6 pounds. What do you think?
Could be.
Could be. I don't know, maybe not. John pulls a lot of hair off her.
Well, the lady's got to maintain her figure.
Nelson's gonna need clay.
Oh, that's cool.
Clay is fun. I
You're
like
gonna
the tactile.
You have, is it one of those clay spinner things?
Potter's wheel?
Yes, thank you.
Those clay spinner things?
That's how my brain's working.
That's his level of not working brain.
That's kind of been it for the last couple of years, actually.
Wow, Glenn. Glenn, do you have an app on your phone that tells you what's happening in the area?
Now, Sherry uses an app.
I've got an app.
What's it called?
Is it called Pulse Point or something? They're usually, if you check Facebook, there's usually a group on Facebook for everybody's community that's like, this is what's happening right now, and they'll direct you to different apps that you can use on your phone to tell you what's happening. Now, I don't know what's happening with the police, although I do have, just like the old scanner radio things. There's one that you can use on your phone. It's a free app that works just like the scanners used to, and it'll tell you what the police or different emergency services in your area are doing, just like a scanner. And then there's an app that tells you what calls have come in, what trucks have been sent to respond, to give you an idea of what's happening in your area. I highly recommend them.
Look forward to see what you do with that potter's wheel, Nelson.
Yeah.
His sister
There's a learning curve on those suckers, though, I tell you. It looks so easy, but there's definitely a learning curve. But the good thing about clay is it's messed up, squish, start over,
It's very forgiving.
It's very forgiving. And it's getting too dry, well, get it wet.
Oh, you moved my collection.
I don't want it on there. It's a big old collection.
It's kind of fun to see how much you pull off. Some people, after they hand strip their dog,
They make balls
They
and
make
stuff.
fake dogs on the ground.
Yeah, they do.
And the game is called Guess the Breed.
Yeah, guess the breed. Her white would give her away, because just the wire foxes. Don't do her legs,
Yeah, I
please.
stopped.
Because I want them to be floofy. Her legs are supposed to be floofy. 260 watts.
It's a lot of power for a potter's wheel.
Yeah, the scanners are good. Now, I used to have an actual scanner because it would pick up the school buses, and the other services didn't pick up the school buses. And in the wintertime, when it's slipping and sliding, there were some scary calls. Scary, scary calls with the school buses. But now I don't have. Oh, she tooted. Did you toot?
Wasn't me.
Yeah, I think that was a Bonnie toot. She tooted.
Sounds like fun, Nelson.
Yeah,
You're gonna
she-
enjoy that. Maybe
That's a
maybe you can get
real
your wife to
punishment.
try to do some stuff too and
To be.
go through it. Huh?
Wife
Yeah,
to be.
wife to be. It'd be kind of fun to feel and make stuff.
Yeah, you can get radio frequencies online. And then you know what the heck's going on. Otherwise, you don't know.
A lot of
The-
departments have moved to digital and encrypted communication.
But if you don't find those things, it doesn't get reported. It's not going to be in the newspaper, you know, or on TV or anything. You wouldn't know. You'd never know what was happening. We heard some things that were scary, 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 and it never showed up. The media never reported it. Remember, this was like, good golly, 10 years ago.
Yeah, Mark, you can just ignore what we're saying. I know you hear
Yeah.
you hear that stuff
Yeah, you
all
hear it all
night
night
long,
long.
man. And Nelson
Oh
says his
my
mom broke
God,
her wrist in
Nelson.
2 places.
Oh no. That's horrible. Man. Oh, we heard a lady like 10 years ago that she walked into her house at night and there was a guy in her house. There was a guy inside of her house that was trying to grab her. She ran out of the house and he chased her down the street. She made it to a neighbor's house. They called the police and they never found this guy. They never found this guy. And they never found this guy, and it was never on the news or anything for people to be aware that there was some weirdo breaking into people's houses waiting to grab them. I would appreciate having that information, you know? Would you stop doing that? Would you stop getting dog hair on the table? Ugh.
I threw it that way.
Yeah, it's a dog toy in his head. It's a stuffed donut.
I've gone to the cat donuts.
Wow, Glenn.
It's not just a stuffed
Jiminy
donut, it's a
Christmas.
stuffed cat donut.
We're
with
having
sprinkles.
problems. Our neighborhood is having problems with the kids. Have broken up into two groups. One group of bullying kids and one group of victim kids, which pretty much sounds par for the
But
course.
just arm the victim kids with
No, because what'll happen is the bully kids will beat up the victim kids. The victim kids will complain, and the school will make it worse for the victim kids. That's about
Yeah.
what happens.
lovely moment there, Sherry.
She's asleep. It was safe. It's hard for her to keep her eyes open because her eyelashes are so thick and heavy.
Well, we had some
No.
advice today from a trainer on using Vicks Vapor Rub.
Yeah, she said put some Vicks Vapor Rub on your arms and hands, and they don't like that taste in their mouth. So I'm gonna smell interesting for a while, but I'm really getting chewed up. I'm really,
We'll see
really
if it
getting
works
chewed
for the
up.
terrier.
You know what? I think what I should put it on is my legs. Then I can wear shorts.
Give it a try.
I'll give it a try.
Start with something that you know she likes to bite into.
Me.
That's
She likes to
that you
bite
don't
into
want her to
me.
bite into.
Yeah, terriers, like, you know the invisible fences that people get? They get an uncomfortable vibration kind of thing in their
A
collar.
shock.
It's not really a shock.
That's
It's
a
a
shock.
vibration.
That's
Well,
a shock.
it's a mild shock.
It's a shock.
It works on, if you got a lab or something, it works. They get close to it and they back away. And terriers take it as a challenge. That's all you got? Bring it. And they'll head right into it. So that kind of stuff doesn't work for terriers. So who knows? Maybe the Vapor Rub will be like marinade.
Well, that's a funny taste. I better taste it some more to make sure.
She was cooking at the time. Oh my God, Nelson, that could have been horrendously bad. I mean, breaking your wrist is horrible enough, but yeah, she could have gotten burned. Wow. Tell you, you can't plan when something bad's gonna happen. It's
No,
just
you
gonna
can't.
happen.
That's gonna happen on its own time.
And it's gonna happen. It happens to everybody, and you gotta kind of
Roll with it.
with it and work through. But man, and the older you get, the harder it is to heal. It takes longer. No fun. No fun at all. When you're young, you get surgery for some little thing and you heal up right away and you think, no problem. You're taking your stride. Then you get older and some tiny little thing happens.
Then you enter your 30s and you spontaneously faint.
Happens.
Oh,
She's protecting us. Look out. Look out, world. Look out, world. Don't mess with us. We have a 6-pound terrier here. Tell them all about it, honey. Keep us safe. Go try those teeth out. You wanna? You shouldn't. You don't have to.
that's okay.
Good girl. Good girl helping us. And she's keeping us safe.
Anyway,
Oh, 82, that's going to be a tough recovery. I'm sorry, Nelson. I'm sorry. But things like our house is all one level because we figured it was just a matter of time before one of us would end up not able to make the stairs. I would not be able to make the stairs. And you end up falling down the stairs, or you have an injury so you can't make it up the stairs, and then what? You live in half of your house, so you kind of plan ahead for that stuff if possible. Yeah, that was Bonnie being tough. She was terrier talking.
something will correct.
There's somebody down in the park or something, and she heard them, and she had said, "Oh, stay out of my territory. I'm taking care of my people." Thank you for keeping us safe, Bonnie. It's very appreciated. Please don't bite my nose.
And I'm now
Yes.
known as the man with the puppy in the neighborhood.
He's the man with the puppy. He used to be Ukulele Sherry's husband, that ukulele lady's husband. So one day, I'm riding my bike and he's walking. And I said, "Hey, I know you. Don't you live over the park?" And he goes, "What? No." And I said, "No. Are you married?" And the guy was out in his yard listening to the conversation. And I said, "Are you married?" And he whipped his head around. He had to get whiplash from it. It's like, well, what is she doing? It was so funny. And John's ears turned red. They're so
It's easy to make me turn
He's
red.
so
sure.
easy.
Yep.
I gotta tell you, spraining your ankle, spraining something, I swear, it's almost worse than just breaking the dang thing. Not that I'm calling out the universe to test my theory,
Don't.
because you break it and all that energy, snap, it gets released. You twist or sprain something, all that energy is, good golly, it really hurts for a long time. Good morning. Good morning, sunshine. Hello. Oh, I know. She says her name is Bonnie. I know, your name is Bonnie. Kisses, kisses. She said, "Make a fist. Make a fist." They don't like to bite your fist. Ha! She just thinks it's a ham hock or something.
She's a terrier. Dog rules don't apply to terriers.
Dog rules don't apply.
I told.
There's a lady a couple of towns over who specializes in training terriers. And I would love to deal with her, but you have to go to her, and it'd be an hour each way, hour and 15 minutes each way.
It'd be
That'd
one
be a problem.
Bonnie Bladder each trip.
One Bonnie Bladder each trip, if you're lucky.
Pay Bonnie Bladder to go there. have a Bonnie bladder while you're there and pay a Bonnie bladder to come home. The rules about terriers are, if it works for a regular dog,
It doesn't work.
it doesn't work.
It's
Herding dogs are similar. They're
no,
very
training a terrier is like
mind-
trying to train a cat that bites.
Everything with a terrier is you have to convince
Ah.
them that they want to do it. You don't want her to bite you, you got to convince her that she doesn't want to do it.
Right. Unfortunately, she does want to do it.
Well, you taste good.
That's why I'm going to put Vapor Rub on, I guess. Because nobody wants to eat Vapor Rub. You won't like it. Of course, I won't be able to work pizza dough. Unless you like to eat Vapor Rub.
I don't think the
And
vapor
I'll end
rub's
up
going to work.
rubbing, I'll rub my eye.
I don't think vapor rub is going to work. We're going to get some tonight.
Yeah.
I'm pessimistic
I'm trying to
because
fix my shoes.
because based on Cricket wouldn't not do something because it tasted bad. They're used to eating dirt.
And other things. She's been eating bugs. She's been eating so much grass in the yard, she got a little bit loose.
And Nelson loves to sniff the vapor rub, so you know.
I like to sniff that stuff too, but I don't think I'd like to eat it. I don't think I'd like to have it rubbed in my eye.
It's like saying put hand sanitizer on your hands and see if she won't eat it.
Oh, she will totally eat that. We know that.
Do we?
Yes. Kisses. Thank you. Thank you for the kisses, Miss Bonnie.
I'm sorry you couldn't dance at your daughter's wedding because of your sprain, Amy.
That stinks.
a bummer.
I didn't get to have a wedding.
Me either. You didn't get to have a prom either.
You could have went to prom. No one was stopping you. If you
I
wanted to
wanna
go
go
to
to prom.
prom, you could have. Then
I
don't
said
come.
I said you didn't get to have a prom.
No, I didn't want to go.
Yeah,
I didn't want to
so
go. I could have went. I had two potential dates. I
You
didn't want to
did.
go.
You're quite the.
Yeah, I didn't want to go. I didn't want to pay out the money, and I didn't want to go. I didn't want to do it. But I would have been happy to have a wedding. A wedding would have been fun.
John,
Aw.
take a nap, says Julia F.
Yeah, John needs a nap.
No, it's not a nap that I
But
need.
listen, he's getting woke up to take her outside for a quick potty break. He's not waking up to have to clean poop off of everything in the world because she pooped and rolled in it. Sorry, universe, not calling you out, but know what I mean? Gotta look on the bright side.
Count your blessings.
Because we've all had babies who, especially if you had a breastfeeding baby, exploded in the night. Because they explode, man. And there's just poop everywhere. Mac exploded in a restaurant one time. That was a fun thing.
We didn't go back there for a while.
No, he didn't. Not calling you out on that. I'm very, very proud of you that you're doing such a good job. Bingo Cricket Senior moment. Bonnie. I always call her her own name. Well, my back is done sitting there,
Yep.
honey.
Time for us
But
to roll out.
Don't forget about us, you guys. I hope you made some money, Nelson.
Yep.
Your table always looks awesome.
It does. All right, everybody.
Yeah, but don't forget
Oh.
about us. I'm telling you, I've got a game set up. It's been set up. It's actually, I'm not sure how we're gonna figure it out, but it's actually inspired by Carrie Weidel.
Anyway, we gotta roll.
We gotta roll. My back.
Got
is
your
done.
eyes back to normal, Nelson.
Oh, thank goodness.
Time for us to log out. So
Hey.
anyway. Oh, hey, Tamara. Glad you've been watching the puppy. Here she is again. John, get rest. There's no rest in.
There's no rest.
There's no rest for me.
There's no rest.
Not for a long time.
No.
So
But she loves them.
rest when I'm dead.
Well,
Every day you
let's
wake
put that
up
way off.
at 2 o'clock in the morning, at 3 o'clock in the morning, at 4 o'clock in the morning, at 5 o'clock in the morning, and all you have to do is take a puppy outside. That's a pretty good night.
That's a pretty good night.
That's
pretty
really,
good.
really, really good night. So
Yeah.
I'll take my blessings. Someday I will miss waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning for a puppy break. Be waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning for something else. When I'll have to wake
that's
up at
true.
3 o'clock in the morning to go pee, and 4 o'clock in the morning to go pee, 5 o'clock in the morning to go pee, and 6 o'clock in the morning to go pee. No, no, no.
That's planned obsolescence.
It is. Or some other horrible thing. I'd much rather just deal with the puppy. Such a better reason to wake up. Tomorrow I was within a half hour of you.
Oh,
Where, the Louisville Airport?
that would have been nice.
That would have been nice, Tamara. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We were.
It was pretty. It was a rush thing. It was John and Rena rush, and
Yeah.
it was.
We landed.
And they were so nervous. John particularly was so nervous about what was happening.
Yeah, we landed Friday night. Checked into the hotel. Crashed super late. Woke up in the morning. It would have been nice, Tamara.
It would have been.
If I had. Well.
I would like, if there was any way possible, I know there's not, to get some throwbacks up and stuff so that when we come back, I've got 2 weeks worth of bags in the digger, and I'd love to have 3 or 4 weeks of bags in the digger.
That'll be the plan.
And have a huge digger, mystery bag giveaway would be awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'd love to do that.
Well, Bonnie has a brother that's available, so.
Bonnie does have a brother who's available. And he'd be Clyde. It'd be Bonnie and Clyde.
We were talking about putting me on another plane.
We
to go pick her up,
we
but-
actually considered it because they could keep each other company. But when you read articles about it, when you take 2 puppies from a litter, neither one of them reaches their full potential. Go figure.
So, but it was a Rena John adventure, and we needed that. So
It was a Rena John adventure. We barely see Rena. We really do. I mean, come on, you guys. How many times have you seen Rena?
one video.
One video,
Very
and
first
then
one video.
and then the flying to get Bonnie.
Yep.
We don't see her. She's the next town over, and she's always doing stuff with her friends or doing her crazy mad scientist stuff. And ow.
Sorry.
Yeah. But her brother he's gorgeous little guy. Gorgeous, gorgeous little guy. And they'd be just beautiful together. And they're both going to be spayed and neutered, so that's not like a concern. But they'd keep each other entertained. Or they'd be egging each other on. You can make it over the fence. Go for it. Jump over my back. Leapfrog. Okay, you guys, my back is toast.
Yep.
Yeah, Rena looks like me. She does.
She does.
She does.
And Bonnie looks like me. It's all right. All right. Good night, everybody.
Okay.
We gotta go.
Thanks
Ow.
for visiting, everyone. Now
Bye.
John damaged himself. Bye. Love y'all.